and kids will need an umbrella or perhaps sit in the car at the bus stop this morning.
And you know, we are tracking showers for this morning, but the heart of the heavier rain and the strongest winds slated for much later today, Patrick. But already this morning it is damp as you head outside, and we'll start on that live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar and show you over the last couple of hours that rain's been developing over Rhode Island, southeastern Mass. Unfortunately, the clouds and the rain kept us from seeing the lunar eclipse overnight. And as we take a look now at live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, 195, 95, covered in green here. Rain showers have become a little spottier over the southwestern part of Rhode Island, but you've got fog and mist here at the coastline that's reducing visibility. So overall, it's going to be a tough day here traveling for the morning commute, and think even into the evening commute. We've got major temperature changes leading the weather headlines from 72 for the high yesterday. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll be in the 30s. So strong cold front finally makes its way through here late tonight. The temperatures tumble behind it. We've got a flood watch that's in effect. We're talking about the potential for 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Street flooding and poor drainage flooding likely with this heavier rain as it moves in. We're also going to have to watch rivers and streams. They're running high still from rain earlier this month, and we could see at least some minor flooding, especially if we get closer to those 2-inch totals and maybe even a little more than that in a few spots. Wind advisory, it's in effect for our area from noon until midnight. The potential for some gusts up to 50 miles an hour, so maybe some isolated wind damage or power outages. Right now we're mild in the 50s, 57 in Smithfield, 56 Providence, 56 in Fall River. The cold front is sitting back across the Ohio Valley right now. There's rain and mild air out ahead of it, and if you can believe it, snow on the backside of this storm system. In fact, it may get cold enough, depending on if there's enough rain, moisture left over as the front moves through parts of central New England, to maybe end with some sleet or freezing rain. I don't think that'll be an issue around here. But you can see the big temperature contrast from the 50s and 60s out ahead of the front to the 20s and 30s behind it. Let's take you through your futurecast. We're first going to talk about the rainfall. So here we go with scattered showers this morning. They'll continue at times into the afternoon, but notice a little bit of a lull where the steadier rain to the west. Keep the umbrella handy throughout the day, but it is towards the evening commute when I think we'll start to get into that steadier and heavier downpours. It'll continue then through much of the night tonight and into the pre-dawn hours of your Wednesday morning. Notice at 6 a.m. the last of the rain's moving offshore, and we are getting back to some brighter skies. Now let's talk about the temperature futurecast. I like the way this shows our temperatures in the 50s this morning, maybe briefly getting up into the mid-60s away from the coastline, staying in the 50s at the coast. And then notice what happens this evening. Starting off very mild, this is 9:30. We're still well into the 50s to near 60, but here's the cold air and it races in. So by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we're in the 30s, maybe even below freezing in a couple of spots, and those temperatures only recover back up into the 40s for highs tomorrow. So big temperature changes, 65 for today. We start off around 33 tomorrow, get up to 49 degrees. It'll still be brisk, but at least the sun will be back out. You're going to be back into probably a thicker coat and sweater tomorrow. 33 at 8 a.m., upper 40s by 4 in the afternoon. 50 for the high Thursday after falling below freezing Thursday morning to 29. And the weekend starts off with some showers Saturday, mixture of clouds and some sunshine for Easter Sunday. Right now looking like a dry day with highs in the middle